Now we're going to do something called number sequences. We're going to deal first with arithmetic number sequences. What's that? That's a sequence of numbers in which you add a number to get to the next number. And that number you add is always the same every single time you're going along in the sequence. Let's do some examples. Let's get over here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, space. What's the next number in the sequence? We can all take a guess because this is the common sequence of the number system. 5 is that number, right? Basics. Let's try another combination. 2, 4, 6, space. What do you think is next? It's actually pretty simple. 8. How does this sequence work? We're adding 2 every single time to transition. That's the specific number we're adding. Just as above, the specific number we were adding was actually 1. So, over there was just add 1 every single time. Let's try another sequence. Let's move over here. 3, 6, 9, space. What do we think is next, huh? Think about it. Well, it's actually 12. All we doing is adding 3 every single time. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9, and so on and so forth. So this sequence, we basically add 3. Let's try another one. 4, 8, 12, and 16. And of course, we can guess the next one is going to be 20. Right? This sequence is basically adding 4. Alright? So now that we got the basic idea of it, let's look at the general form of a sequence. Now, what if I had a sequence that started with 0, and then the next one was A, as in the letter A. That's right, the letter A. Then the next one was the letter 2A. When I got 2A, what does that mean? That means 2 times A. Got it? Then the next was 3A. And then after that was 4A. What do you think the next one is going to be? It may seem a little confusing because it's the letters, but actually the answer is 5A. Now, that could have been easy to count by just looking at it was 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. But one thing I want you to keep in mind is whenever you're dealing with letters, think of it as if you're counting apples or something like that. So if you notice, this was like, okay, we had 1 apple. Then we had 2 apples. Then we got 3 apples. Then we got 4 apples. We notice the number of apples we have is increasing by 1 apple. So you always know in this sequence, what are we doing? We're adding A. Alright? Sequences can work out just like that, you know what I mean? So when it's the general form or the regular form, it's still basically the same thing. Alright? So that's your arithmetic sequence. See you on the next lesson.